Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Charlene and today is a episode of ADHD and the Bible, or ADHD and your Bible. This is the first video of this year, which is awesome. I took a little break. Not intentional, but I became more and more conscious of how I present myself to you guys and my own struggles and things going on. And I also had a moment of withdrawal from this conversation because I start to feel inadequate. I start to feel like I didn't know what I was doing or talking about, just really self-doubt. And also trying to figure myself out. And those two things kind of cancel and eliminate even the thought of making a video because I was intimidated by my own self, my own flaws, right? So, but what I've done and what I want to share is I had to come clean with myself. And that is, I am more easily distracted, even more beyond than what I confessed. And some of the things that I thought were helpful were actually not. And then some of the things that I thought weren't helpful actually is beneficial to me. So I'm just going to go down the list. I didn't really prep or anything, so y'all please forgive me. But let's start with the big bang, right? The first thing for me is sticky notes. This is a hard pill to swallow. Very hard. I love sticky notes. I love what they're used for. I love how easy and accessible they are. But what happened was I became so consumed on the visual of these, then the use of these, and then it became an obsessive thing because like everything else, which leads to my next issue is, well, maybe I should have started with that, is my indecisiveness and the inability to make a sound choice and judgment in regular or decent time. So let me tell you what I mean by that. If I come in here to do my quiet time, I grab my Bible, I get to select pens and markers, and then I sat there and wonder what sticky note I wanted to use for, like, no lie, 5 to 10, 15 minutes. And sometimes I staggered on choosing a pen or notebook. And which leads into my other thing with the options and choices was I felt like, well, if I get all the option choices that I desire, then I wouldn't have any left in me. And that was so far from the truth. As long as there's always going to be a make of something or a model of something or a new or an improve or a different version of something, it only increases with time, right? Even beyond finances, because I'm broke, but you will always find a deviation or avenue to get what you want. And we have to find that avenue to get what we want in reference of spending time with God and making it intimate and meaningful, which leads to my other issue. Quiet time became structured for the reference of video, structured in reference of theme or idea, and it became so much so that way that I start to feel like my heart was absent from my body. Like, you walk away saying, I read, but as far as that tug at your heart of growth in the Lord or falling in love with him or feeling like you just literally talked and had time with your friend, that would slowly become minimum. And that was definitely a no-no for me. Like, no, I want to leave from this table feeling like me and God just went on a lunch date and we cried and we laughed and we were real and raw and vulnerable with one another and we hugged and embraced each other, you know, and we decided to hold hands with each other and walk away. And the issue became kind of like one of those rough business meetings. Was like, okay, here's the plan. That you don't even get to order food. You just have your coffee or your drink and then you're just out of there. That's kind of like what the quiet time ended up looking like and feeling like. And I noticed it became more of a desire, or less of a desire, I'm sorry, to actually come here and do my thing. And how does ADHD play into that? I tell you why. Because if you already made up in your mind and your heart that you don't want to do something or something's not fun, it is more easy to be distracting than if you have made it a priority of fun or comfort for you. Like, hey, well, I know we're going to the movies. I'm getting ready. I'm getting dressed. I'm alert, and I am equipping myself to go to the movies. But if I know it's just a regular day, nothing special, I'm not going to really get dressed. I'm not really going to try to figure out, who's going or who's leaving out the house or what. Like, it's just, I'm here. I got my shelter. I got my PJs. I got my coffee or my water, and I'm happy and I'm okay. And sorry, I gotta check the time. But so yeah, that's what was happening, and I'm just like, I need to get back rooted and grounded. I need to fall in love with my first love again, and that is God. And I'm slowly picking up those pieces. I had a moment the other day where I sat here to be routine, and I decided to put praise and worship music on, which I hardly haven't done lately because I felt like I was too consumed in the words of the song, which is why I am an advocate of lo-fi music or instrumental beats, because without the words, you have to kind of figure that out on your own, like your own worship and your own tune. And you can tune you out. It's harder to tune you out. I mean, it's easier to tune you out than it is to, have a song playing and, trying to say, oh, I'm not listening to that. I'm focusing on this. It's harder. But your own voice and your own mind can be a distraction too. We know this. But so I had to come to the realization that I had to eliminate options and choices. I had to declutter and reorganize, which was a pain because I want to be accessible in here, but I also have a walking, thriving in and everything, almost 1-year-old, and I had to make sure everything is still baby proof, which was kind of hard. But I am slowly and surely accepting the fact that less is more. So for me, like I said, I'm falling in love with the pastel colors, and I'm trying to brace myself not to be all, this is it and this is everything. Like, I haven't completely got rid of everything. However, I'm solely only using the soft pastel colors. I feel like they serve more than one purpose for me. Not only are they soft and they're less invasive, like, in your face, look at me, I'm in your eye type color. But because they're so subtle and calm, when I turn and open up a page, I'm not distracted on what I previously did. I can focus on what I'm going to do, if that makes sense. Decluttering my books and my tools and my resources. I don't need 3 dictionaries. I don't need 3 commentaries. I don't need 1,000 Bibles. I don't need 1,000 books. As a matter of fact, the more and more I think about it, make this video, I went through here once. There was 130 books, but I think I really need to go in here again, and that growing pain of purging and releasing, I need to do it, and I need to do it now. Like, literally, if I can't look at a book and see how it's going to benefit me right here and right now, it has to go. If I feel like I can't teach from it, to you guys, whether it be you on YouTube in real life or to my kids, it has to go. So we're really going to narrow this down and get to the nitty gritty, and it's going to be kind of scary. But I'm embracing God. I'm slowly and surely coming back into my own of accepting the fact that, hey, I do have an issue focusing. For a moment there, I was kind of learning so much and structuring my life so well that I kind of forgot that. But at the end of the day, this problem's still here, and I need to make sure that I'm moving forward with knowing that and keep growing and maturing and how I can help me and help you guys, but being realistic and being accepting of the fact that I cannot please everyone, which was another whole other issue and situation, that I seen the channels that was vibrant and colorful and beautiful. And then I seen the subtle ones, and I'm like, I want to do both. But I learned that in that, I can love both, but I don't have to do both, and I don't have to have both. You know what I'm saying? A part of feeling or being delivered from, being discontent was me saying, whatever I have. Not whatever I have plus what I buy, whatever I have plus what I customize or rearrange and redo, or what I obtain from people. Whatever I have, enjoy it and use it. And that's what I plan on doing. So a lot of more things are going to be left out or released from here. A lot of things going to be donated. I'm just, get it out of here. Even that line at the seat of Satan of sentimental value, which is holding a lot of people back. Well, I remember the day I bought this, or I remember when I made this. If you aren't using it, if it's not benefiting you, let it go. Think about your focus and think about how easily distracted you are, and think about the goal. What is actually going to help you move forward than keep you at a standstill? Because no progress, no movement, no change is just as bad as lapping. Reason why? Because if you remain stuck and God's going this way, then you're going to miss the train, and you do not want to miss the train, right? Think about the virgins and the oil, right? Like, no oil, no lamp, no direction, no view, no awareness. You're in the dark. You're alone. Let's step out of that. Let's keep our lights burning by any means necessary. Maybe set little reminders on your phone. If you know you're the type you get distracted by your phone, set little reminders of, hey, it's study time, or hey, it's quiet time, or whatever it takes, which I get into all of that in another video. But for right now, new year, declutter, reorganize, get rid of all the distractions. It could be something on the wall. Like, have you ever been somewhere and you always draw into a certain painting or a certain picture? And I know we are so big on making this space beautiful and gorgeous and vibrant and nice, but think about what is actually benefiting you. Think about that. Love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.